Hi, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home, and it's here, tONIC Craft Kit 43. Just for blue, I think it's called. So, I've taken all the packaging off already. Now, I mean these papers. I'm going to go through it quickly. I'd like some feedback actually, because if you'd prefer me to go through this slowly, then leave a comment below and I'll do it slower next time. I just think everyone else does it slowly and we really just want to get to the crafting by now. So that's the papers we're getting. There's this lovely blue kind of, it's like a rainbow holographic but in blue. And then this is a kind of, I don't know what that is actually. Is it grey? Silver. This lovely kind of dark teal. It's gorgeous and it's got the pattern on it. And then the bubble effect one in a light blue. Normal craft card. Glitter card. And that's sheen. So they're the papers we've got. Lots of blue. So for the nuvo, we have a glitter marker, Arctic Blast. I don't know if we're getting it all different, but I got Azure Heart confetti. This is Frosted Lake. The Dream Drops. I love the Dream Drops, the way they're kind of iridescent. Love it. What's this? Expanding Mousse in, oh there we go, grey. Oh, grey matter. This lovely turquoise. Do you see it? Yeah. Spray. It's marine mist. I love that. I mean, that's a beautiful colour. Some gilding flakes and a pair of tweezers. Tweezers always come in handy. I use them all the time. And then the set is a set of frames where you've got choices of either side, two different types of cutting. So I really like this swirly one, definitely. But I've got lots of ideas just ringing through my head at the minute, because I think this is just such a easy one to work with and a good one to do, definitely. I've got a great idea for a man's card out of this. There's sentiments there, and it says, wow, they're really hard to read. I can't read them. I'll have to cut them out and let you know, because I can't read them. So, and then we've got the stamp set, and the stamp set, there we go. It says, for someone special, special wishes, thinking of you, sending love and thanks, and that says made with love. And then you've got the stamp corners as well as the corners in the dies. So really good stamp set as well. Okay, so I know I was a bit quick there, but you know, we want to see the crafting, don't we? And you should all have your kits by now anyway. So I will see you in a bit. I'll just get prepared and we'll get started. Okay, so I think I'll start with the man's card, because that was the first thing that kind of popped into my head. I've got stuff everywhere, so I've got to find it. Where did I put it? There we go. I knew it was around here somewhere. Oh, by the way, I cut out all the words. One says from me to you. Actually, if I put it down there, you might be able to see it a bit better. One says just for you, and the other one says with lots of love. Okay. So for the man's card, I want to keep it pretty simple. I haven't got much here, so you're probably wondering what's going on. I've got a 6x6 card, which I will fold. And I am using the grey and then some of my own dark blue. As you can see, I took that out of there because I don't like wasting. So where's my glue? You wouldn't believe I tidied up this morning. I'm in a mess again. But it means I had lots of fun. Okay, so that's just the backing plate. Now, what I want to do is use the grey matter embossing. And what I'm going to do, I've got to be honest and say I have never used, what is this? Expanding mousse. I'm not going to like heat it and expand it. All I want to do is go around the edge of the blue. Do you know what? I'm going to use one of my sponges. I think it'll be better. Because all I want to do is bring it on lightly. There we go. Just bring it onto the card very subtly. Okay, so what I want to do is just I'm just going to stick it. I'm just not sure how at the minute. Okay, let's do it like that. Just laying my scissors against the side of the blue so that I know I'm cutting in the right place. And there. Okay, so I've put that on grey, so it brings the grey in from the border. And then the corners, I just want to put around that. I love doing colour on colour. So what we're going to do is just make sure it looks fairly even. I don't have to worry about the glue because it dries clear. Now, this is where I need my finger. I am going to rub over the top. I don't want to do the just for you because it stands out on the grey. I think maybe I shouldn't have done the thing around there. Should have left it and just had these bits done. But, you know, there's nothing to say that you can't split the circles up and use parts of it. So that's a very simple man's card. And what I was going to do then is just put a few of these drops around. Nothing major. Go. Just a simple, easy man's card if you've got to do a quick one. And that's it, done. Now for the next card, I thought I'd go with an easel. So what I'd done, I got a 7x7 and I cut the shape out and then I folded it in half, and then on the inside I had to use some ink for something else, and my baby wipe was like this, and I just wiped it over there because I didn't want it just plain white. So what I've done, I folded it in half so I can do an easel, and so so now we've got that. So we've got the corner that's the stopper. Now for this, here's my working paper. What I want to do is use the flakes. I don't know if any of you know how to use flakes, but I am used to the indigo blue ones, I'll be honest. They're the ones I normally use. So you need, I've got this sponge that I always use because I've got to use it like an ink pad. And go all over. So I'm going to do this whole thing. If I do this actually with you so you can see how to do it. Shouldn't have put it on my fingers, it'll stick all to my fingers now. So flakes are awful. You can't breathe or anything. But the effect is amazing, so. These are lovely. You know what it's like, you get used to one person and I'm very much a pin flare indigo blue. But I am being turned to tonic. Right, so now at the moment it looks awful, I get that. Because there's one more thing you have to do. As soon as you've rubbed it all in, you then need to rub off. And this is where indigo blue comes in handy, because they have, it's called a scoochie. I'll just get mine. So it's just a little square like this. And all you're going to do is rub over it, and it takes off anything that shouldn't be there. And it's amazing, for a tiny little thing like that, it's amazing how much difference it can make. So, still got a bit stuck there. Oh, that's because it's on that side. There we go. So now, I've got a flaked sentiment that I can put in the middle. Let's not get these mixed up. So that's stencil glue I used for that. Indigo blue do one as well. That's the thing. The thing with flakes, you need it to be only tacky and not wet when you put it on. So you need a glue that stays tacky. So stencil glue is like that. Obviously it's good for your scanner cut mats and things like that. And indigo blue, flitter glue stays tacky even like 2 weeks later. It's still tacky. So they're the two better ones. But you do get messy. You get flitter fingers. Right, let me just move all this other stuff out the way. So now that will go on there. I was going to put it on pads, but do you know what? I think, just check I've got the right glue. I think I'm going to do it flat as well. I think it looks nice. The silver is enough for it to stand out. Okay, so now all we need to do is pretty it up a little bit. So drops, and these are beautiful drops. What I think I'll do is I'll do a few up here like this. Okay, so they're opposite ends, so they're not on the same. And there we go. Maybe some flowers or something might be nice, but I want to leave it like that for now. I was thinking of edging this with flake as well. So, just so that it's not too boring, but I don't want to do too much either, so I haven't made my mind up about that yet. But that is number 2, nice easy easel card, and it cut very easily through my 7x7, and they're 300 GSM, and it cut through both layers, no problem. Yeah, so there's 2, and then we'll go on to the third one. Okay, so for card number 3, what I've done, I've basically used all the leftover sheets of paper, and I've used the spray, which I just put directly onto a piece of watercolour card, and that's going to be my base. I love it. Isn't it gorgeous? It sparkles. I hope you can see that. It's hard to show you on the camera. It's really sparkly. But anyway, that's my base, and then I've used, where I cut out the main shape for the easel card, I kept this, put it together as a kind of extra piece on my card. This, I cut the corner on its own out along a line, just so that I could make a little thing there, and then I cut the ovals out, and I've cut 3 out, so you know, I like saving my card. Cut 2 out like that, so that they go like that on there, and then the corners, 1 on each side. There are particular sides for the corners, in case you didn't know. I think I've got them wrong. Yeah. As you can see, they didn't fit before. And I think they go round the other way as well. Just so it looks like the circles, the circle pattern is following this. That's what I was going for. So anyway, that's the bases of the card, and I'm just going to stamp special wishes on there. I'm not going to use my platform because it's just this, so I'm going to remember to use this because I'm going to heat emboss. Obviously on the mirrored card it's what you have to do. And I went through all my powders that I've got. I'll just do this and then I'll show you what I found. I do like to try something other than black when I'm doing. Yeah, you can't see it at the minute, but I can see it looks okay. I found this lovely blue glittery wow powder, and I thought it would be perfect. So I'm going to put it over there so it doesn't get that powder. You should really let the tool heat up first. And let it get too hot there. Okay, so that mostly worked. There we go. That might look quite cute actually. I'll leave it and see how it looks. So them tweezers came in handy anyway. Let's just move this so I can put the rest of the powder away. So now it's just building it up. So let's just shift it all. Actually, I'll just glue the corners down so they're dry by the time I put them on. Okay, so remember when you're doing the corners, you want the big curve down the bottom so it's following these, because the two corners are different. So I'm just going to line it up. Just so that it kind of looks like it's following round, even though it's genuinely not. And then just trim off the edges. And there you go. Just using the leftover papers and making something else out of it. I think that's my favourite one actually, if I'm being honest. So that's 3 cards I made. The men's card, although I squashed it there. See how different the green comes out when you squash it. But the I wish I hadn't put the silver around. I think it would have been neater without that. But it's still ideal for a men's card. And the easel card, there we go, and there that's where I use the foil on the sentiment. So I'll leave you to it. I hope I've given you some ideas anyway, and I'll see you again next month. I've already seen next month's, so I'm already really excited about it. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.